After a few days in Santa Barbara, we were ready to find some more remote areas to explore on our way south to Oceanside for Tyler's surf competition.
All is well, my darling. Your anxious heart may as well be stone. Oh, it weighs you down deeper than you know. Yeah, it weighs you down deeper than you know. Be still, my darling. All is well.
We're just under sail on an awesome beam reach over to Santa Cruz Island, which is just across from Santa Barbara. It's just a few hours away. I think we should be at anchor for dinner. One advantage of moving all the time every few days is that you can just pick up and go without having to do much prep or anything, and we're definitely in the swing of that. It took us about 2 minutes to get the boat ready and we're off again. Our first exploration of the Channel Islands before we head south to Oceanside.
My son John was tall and slim, and he had a leg for every limb.
But now he's got no legs at all, for he ran a race with a cannonball. Timmy Roo-dum-da, fa-da-riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy Roo-dum-da.
Well, were you drunk or were you blind when you left your two fine legs behind?
Or was it sailing on the sea when your two fine legs right down to the knees? Timmy Roo-dum-da, fa-da-riddle-da, whack for the riddle, Timmy Roo-dum-da.
The Channel Islands are known to Californians for the remote anchorages, abundant wildlife, and great diving. The Channel Islands are now a marine sanctuary, but through the years have been home to indigenous people, Spaniards, and currently the U.S. military.
Oh, you cried when you cut your hair. Oh, then I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, darling, don't be scared. Just time changing us both. And for me, our bodies better than
Just made it to such a stunning spot. There's two other sailboats here, and we're right kind of against the rocks, but lots of room, and we stern anchored for the first time. Keep us all in line because I think it's gonna get busy. It's coming up to the long weekend, and our friend the bird stayed the whole time while I anchored. He let me come right up to the anchor, and he's just preening himself still. It's really cool. What should I name him? Should we keep him? So we just anchored, and the guy at the boat beside us came over in his dinghy, and he warned us that he was in the water this morning and he saw a massive shark come up behind him. And of course, first thing Tyler does is jump in the water and go snorkeling. So I don't know if he's the dumbest guy around or the bravest, but I guess we'll just have to find out.
You will be back to provide dinner.
Tyler finally got a chance to put his new pivoting swim legs to use. He barely left the water all day. Well, did you get anything?
It was super cool. I took some shots. Missed. Saw a whole pod of barracuda. Pod?
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
After a 3 a.m. wake up, we started our journey back to the cities away from this paradise. Our crew member Evan needed to get back home to start building snowboards, and there was only a few days left before Tyler's surf competition. Despite the lack of wind, we made our way back to LA.
America's born. America!
Although we were sad to see our friend leave after 2 weeks aboard, the best part of having no crew is sailing naked. Our next stop was Dana Point. We managed to find a free spot to anchor on the east side of the harbor, despite the long weekend chaos. To our dismay, we were woken up at 4 a.m. again as the locals lined up at the nearby bait barge. But that's okay, time to move again. Okay, we're going like 3.5 knots, super slow. Usually we're at like 5.5 knots, so we think there might be something around our prop or the prop shaft. We go check it out.
Yeah, we were doing that the other day on our way to, what was the island?
Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz Island. We were only going 3 knots, so I went down and there was kelp all over the prop, so we're thinking maybe that's the issue again.
Yeah.
So Keeleen gets to go for the open ocean swim this time.
Oh god. Okay, here we go. Oh Jesus. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. There was a big hunk of seaweed, which makes me feel better about stopping. Hopefully we can get a little bit more speed now. 0.2, 4, 3.9, 3.7, 4. It's not really much better.
Didn't do much.
4.2, 4.6.
We should be doing,
We must be fighting a bit of current.
even with the wind and the swell, we should be doing 5.5 at this RPM.
Yeah, but we're against the wind.
I know, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. We
Oh.
should be doing at least 5.5.
Yeah,
If we had no wind or anything, we'd be doing 7.
yeah. We finally made it to Oceanside, California. When we left Canada 1 month ago, our goal was to get here in time for the US Open of Adaptive Surfing, where Tyler is competing. With nowhere to anchor nearby, we posted up at a marina for the week. And it was sure nice to be in one spot for more than a couple of days. Tyler was competing with the High Fives team this week in the kneeling division. First one.
I put a score up. What was it?
Yeah. The volunteers at this event are incredible. They allow for Tyler and other surfers to get the most waves and surf at their best without having to exhaust themselves crawling down the beach like Tyler often does. Janice made it. Made it. Just in time to watch Ty surf. Tyler surfed well, but there was some fierce competition. He managed to make it to the semis, but didn't quite make it to the finals. Regardless, we had fun cheering on the rest of the High Fives team. It was a blast. Yeah, Trev! Woo!
Yeah, let's go! I caught a couple.
Couple good ones. While Footloose was tied up snug in the marina, we took the opportunity to rent a car and, well, fill up our adrenaline cup.
fired up right now. We rented a car because 5 years ago I lost both my legs in a skydiving accident and a lot of other stuff, traumatic brain injury, broke my back and all sorts of fun things. But I figure what better way to celebrate 5 years than to go skydiving. And we're in California and like two of the biggest, best drop zones in the world are here. But we're gonna drive over to Elsinore and see if we're doing better here. And I just saw parachutes in the sky, so I'm all fired up right now. I see parachutes right now, so I think it's gonna go down. I'm stoked. Let's go skydiving.
Next up, we decided on something we would all have fun doing and ventured out to Six Flags Magic Mountain, which has the most amount of roller coasters in the world. And you best believe we rode them all. Some were more tame.
Hey, Mom.
Some not so much. I think next time I'll try skydiving instead. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you'd like to support our journey and content, you can find us on Patreon. See you in San Diego next week.